So we're going to get on with the spigot bearing. You can probably see it's, get my finger out of the way. You can probably see it's not looking in the best of condition, and you can probably see it's got a back on it as well. Now a normal spigot bearing is just a standard bearing, but on this one I'm going to have to fathom a way of getting that out. Now with a standard bearing, it doesn't have a back on it, so what I'm going to have to do with this one is, what I'm going to do is drill it out, and I'm going to try and pull it out with a bolt. Now I've got to drill the hole big enough to get the head through, push it to one side, and then jam it in with something. I'm going to then put a socket over the top and then use the thread itself to pull the bearing out. And if that fails, I'm going to try the old technique of filling it full of grease and then a big bolt through the middle and then tap it with a hammer, and hopefully the hydraulic pressure then should push the bearing out. So we'll try the first method. If that doesn't work, we'll try the second method. So with a punch, I'm trying. There you go. You can see I've knocked the complete back end off the bearing, so hopefully now I should be able to get in with the bolt and use the bolt as a puller to pull the bearing out from the crankshaft. So I found an old gate hinge, believe it or not, and that fits over there lovely. So I'll give it a go with that. It is loose, but it's still locking on. I believe it is. I'll find out in a minute. Right, that's tight now, it's locked on. I'm completing getting the impact gun right. Something's happened because it's just gone easy. I do believe it's coming out. Just take that off. Oh, it's working. That's on its way out, look. That's good. Might be able to fit a socket on there, because I didn't have enough thread, but I still haven't. Probably a bit of longer thread. I'll go and find something and I'll be with you in a second. So I've got a 27mm ring spanner, and hopefully the washers will go over the top and the bearing should go inside. We'll find out. Just I need 3 hands again. Here we go. So you've got the bolt through, and then the screwdriver bit you push up and inside so that it locks like that. So the head of the bolt can't turn as you're pulling it out with the nut, and it just pulls the bearing straight out of the crankshaft. So that's just, where are we? That's just the back of the spigot bearing. Good stuff. That worked really well. We're going to have to tap this bearing in. Clean out more rust. So this is the new spigot bearing. You can see it's full of nice new grease inside. Now the circumference of the bearing, or the outer casing should I say, is 24mm. So what you're going to do is put that right on the edge, and then with that bearing in there, tap it in or drift it in with a hammer. And that's what I'm going to do anyway. As always, bit of grease, nice new grease around the inside, and then nice layer of grease just around the casing of the bearing. Just might help it go in, it will help it go in like a little bit better. I've just got the bearing started. Get comfortable. It's nearly there now. You'll have to change your tone when it gets to the lip. There we go. So what you can do now is just get the clutch alignment tool, stick it in there, just make sure it rotates freely, make sure you're not doing any damage to the bearing. So that went quite well actually, really well. And obviously put that grease back in. So now I'm going to replace the crankshaft oil seal. As far as I know, well, I've never done one of these before actually. Take these bolts out, and you do have to silicone the new one on, so I don't know how hard this is going to be to get off, but we'll see. Yeah, you might get a bit of oil spillage, but it won't be a lot. Well, that weren't even siliconed on, I don't think. So, one just said so anyway. Right. So I've read in quite a few places that these do need siliconing on, but that one's not. Right, so if you watch my other videos, you'll know I'm not a big fan of using silicone. Nevertheless, we'll just put a little bit on. Oh, and don't take this out. You need this is a tool to aid fitting, so you need that. So just leave it where it is for now. So all I'm going to do is just put a little bit just around the outer edge. See, I'm not using a lot at all. Especially around that bit. Oop, slip man. Oh, I'm in my right hand. What I'm going to do now, if you just lick the tip of your finger, then you can actually spread the silicone without it sticking to the end of your finger. So I've just put a little blob of silicone in the little square bits here. That bit was the only bit on the engine where I did find a little bit of silicone. But I've got no instructions anyway to tell me where to put it, so I've just put a thin smear all the way around before fitting it back on. So now it's ready to fit back on the engine. So this bit goes face on to the crankshaft, and you actually push the seal over, so the seal's kept at the same width as the crankshaft, and it just slides over the top. And that's all that bit of plastic is there for. When you're ready, see, that then holds it on, so you can line it up. Just get 2 bolts ready, and then push. See, it's now gone over the crankshaft. It's on all the way around. Just put the and that's it. So we'll get the flywheel on now, fit the clutch, put the release bearing in the gearbox, and put the gearbox on the engine.